what is the state of, what can I say? Well, I say jazz. Okay, let's just say jazz. What is the state of jazz in Hawaii now compared to back in the day?
It's very poor. It's really poor because a lot of the people who kept jazz going are not around anymore. I'm one of the last ones who's doing it. And right now, from a musician standpoint, you have Tennyson Stevens and Bruce Hamada and Jim Howard and Kenny, Kenny and whoever else he has around him, and that's really it for jazz. And that are keeping it steady. I give kudos and my big props to the Halekulani, because they're the ones that are doing it 7 nights a week.
Oh, they're doing 7 nights now?
7 nights.
Wow.
Maybe not Sunday. I might be wrong. Maybe it's 6 nights. But it's Tennyson for 4 nights and Bruce for 2. Bruce and Jim Howard for 2.
Right.
And they keep that going and Peter Shainlin is really the guy that's doing it. So you got to give him, when you see him, thank him a lot.
Yeah, I will.
But that's about it. There's small places like the Dragon upstairs that does jazz with up-and-comers, But the main players are at the Halekulani. But there's others who are trying their wings out at places like the Dragon upstairs and Hank's.
Right.
And there's a place called Jazz Minds.
Jazz Minds, yeah.
I'm not sure if they're really doing jazz, or I'm not quite sure what they're...
They've got it. It's kind of mixed,
That's what I thought.
Yeah. She got to pay the light bill, So
but yeah, sure. I don't. I understand that.
It's kind of mixed. So she's got like jazz. They do play jazz.
Well, that's good that they're. It's good.
Reggae and some spoken word. You know
what? Any kind of music is better than no music.
Really.
Any kind of music is better than.
Really.
And I was telling guys that sing and play, says, if you have to, I don't care what kind of music you have to do to keep yourself in shape and to keep singing or to keep playing music, do it. Because you can slowly change that around sometimes when you're at whatever club you're at. You can change that around by slowly putting your stuff in there, and people will start to like it. That's the way to do it. But take any gig, it's better than not working.
I heard that.
Yeah, better than not working.
Since upon your return during the years, you not only was busy singing, but you were also being an actor.
Yeah, I got lucky when I was at Keone's back in the early 70s. Jack Lord came in and saw me, and he heard me kind of making up my own lyrics to a tune, doing kind of a jazz riff on it, but with lyrics instead of scatting. And he heard me doing that, and he asked me, he says, I want to talk to you. So he took me back in the back of the bar, and he said, why don't you come down and audition for us for 5-0? I said, I'm not an actor. I don't do this kind of stuff, And he said, yeah, but just try. Come on down. He says, why are you interested? Why me? And he says, I heard what you were doing with those lyrics. And he says, if you can do that with dialogue, you can save us a lot of money because you can keep us from unnecessary cuts. If you can create dialogue, let's say you forget your lines, but you're able to keep it going and give the next actor their cue lines, if you can do that, then we don't have to cut.
Is that like improvising?
Yeah, I mean, you can improvise your local dialect and stuff like that.
Right.
And as long as you're within the context of what's going on, and you feed the next actor their line, and you can do that, then we don't have to cut, and that saves us bundles of money. And you know what? In all the years that I did 5-0, they never had to cut me because of dialogue.
You're kidding.
Yeah, because Jack was right. There was a lot of times that I forgot where I was at, but I knew what we were talking about and why. So I just went on and said what I felt was right, and then gave the next actor, their line to come in on, and it saved them bucks. Because a lot of times, when you're doing this kind of dialogue, maybe they're shooting in the late afternoon, and they're losing the sun.
Right.
So if you're losing the sun, you've got just about 1 or 2 takes, and that's it. And so if you blow it, that means you carry it over to the next day. And so now you got to pay double everybody on the set.
Wow.
The technicians, the actors, and all that, an extra day. So that's multi-thousands of dollars. So Jack was right that I was able to do that. He gave me the freedom to create my own pigeon.
You were with the Y50 from 72 to 79.
Actually, until about 80, till 80 was the last show.
Okay. The Islander I see you on, the Rockford Files.
Yeah, I did Rockford Files.
MPI.
Yeah.
Then,
of course, Magnum, and then I did. What was the one with the three girls? The three girls that were detectives. I can't remember the names.
Yeah.
You know which ones that they had three girls and they were detectives?
Right. I can't remember the name.
I did that show, and the Jeffersons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you did the Jeffersons?
Yeah, I did the Jeffersons over here, too.
Okay.
So I did everything that came to town. The Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Had a show called Raven that I did.
Right, I remember that, yeah.
I made a lot of, what happened, I made a lot of money off of that, and it gave me enough years as an actor to where I got vested in Screen Actors Guild.
Right on. Yeah.
So right now, actually since I was 62, I've been collecting a pension from Screen Actors Guild.
All right.
So I got a pension from them, pension from Musicians Union since I was 62, and Social Security. So I got these nice pensions coming in, plus all these things. So even though I'm working, I get these nice pensions. So it's stuff I can put away and to give my, children and my wife.
Have you ever had any regrets about your career?
The only thing I wish I had done is maybe spent more time with other singers to just learn that much more in the early parts of my career. And just to learn more. And so I was working so much that I didn't have the time to actually learn.
Gotcha.
As fast as I wanted to. And I should have taken that time. I should have taken it, but what I did is I took the time because all the jobs were being offered me, so I took that, and my management told me to take that, so I did. But I could have probably accelerated my career had I spent more time just being around people like, people that I worked with that were good friends of mine, like Billy Eckstein. Billy was a dear friend of mine. Sammy Davis was very...
Billy was a good friend of yours?
Yeah, B was a dear friend, man. B and I used to go play golf together. I was at the New Frontier Hotel singing in the main showroom, and B was in the lounge with people like Dakota Staten.
Right.
And Traineers. And then Sammy Davis got on, we became friends, and Nat King Cole.
What an era, huh?
You notice
a picture of you and Nat.
Noticing that a lot of all these artists are black?
Yeah.
Have you noticed this?